was helping me called me up and she said, Irene, she says, we can get you on unemployment. And I go, huh? Yeah, there's a special program out there. See, I wouldn't have known all this if it wasn't for you guys. I would not have known. So she got me, and I told her, well, I don't have a computer, you know, what are we gonna do here? And so between the two of us, you know, she got me signed up and got me, and it was a big deal. And so we waited, and I was accepted on the program. But of course, then the big mess started, you know, with the unemployment. And after 3 months, I finally got my money, just to let you know that. Because of COVID, I lost my job, so I could get into this better program where I get a little more money for my power bill. And so instead of having my place 55 or 58 in the winter, I could turn it up to 64 at least. I want to thank Lisa. She's been the one, you know, plus the gang that works here, but she's the one I've been dealing with all this time. And I love her, and I thank her, and I love everybody here. And also too, you're respected here. You don't feel like you're a nobody, you know, and everybody's been kind, you know, and helpful. I really don't know what I would have done. I really don't.
It's courage. You know, when someone walks through the door and makes that call for help, takes a lot of courage to do that. So we've got to honor that and respect it.
A friend of mine was on the board here and he asked me to come down to volunteer at the food bank, so I did that for a while and then volunteered as a Samaritan counselor and now I'm part of staff.
And it was at the very end of the deadline to apply for this position that somebody shared with my wife the opening here. And then I looked it up and then I started just looking in the website and I'm like, oh, this looks really cool. You know, it's a faith-based, it's supported by churches and it has partnerships. And one of the things that struck me the most was when before food bank, they gathered together and then they just prayed. And I was like, are you praying? Are you telling me that you can actually pray there? Because I was afraid of, you know, finding a job that was going to be just a job and I was not going to be able to profess my faith if necessary. You know, it's now I understand here that we're not going to go and proselytize and try to convert people to whatever, but to serve them.
3 years ago, I was a professional photographer and I just happened to see an ad wanting to have a thrift store manager, and I've never done something like that. And the fact that I could help somebody every single day, helping them find a job, helping them get free clothes if they need it, just being here watching food bank or clothing bank, anything like that. So it definitely called out to me and I responded as soon as I saw it. I've been here for 3 years now, so yeah. And then our rental vouchers have significantly increased. And that's a huge need right now in the community, is the fact that some people have lost their jobs. Yeah, there was unemployment that took a long time for people to get. But if you can't pay your rent now, it's next month you're not going to be able to pay it. And then when that moratorium's up, you don't have that lump sum, like folks are going to get evicted. And so if we can help and get connected with other resources, help a little bit with this month, see what people have to put towards it, and see if we can be able to help with the last few $100s, that's what it's there. And then too, like even with food and food bank, at the beginning of COVID, we had a lot of folks that had never come through that came through.
things that move me with the people a lot of times is when they're talking and then they tell you that what they're most worried about is their children and their children's future and how this experience is going to affect them. Is, very moving. It is. It's, there again, they're sharing something very private to them, but they're willing to do that. And so that is, because they're expressing also their hopes and dreams for their kids and how they want their life to be, and to share that and not go through the same problems. It gives you something to work for.
My daughter, she's very shy, and I brought her and said, well, whatever you're asked, you're gonna do, and you're gonna help out because we need the help. And she said, okay. She didn't say, no, I don't want to go. And she enjoyed it. And then, so every night we have a dinner time. We share our highs and lows. And that night, we asked, so what was your high point of the day? And she said, going to POM and helping. And so that was something that surprised me because I wasn't expecting. I thought she was just like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do this because my dad asked me to come and help at work. So it's been a big impact in my children, and my wife is very happy that I'm here as well because she sees that this is a life-giving thing that I'm connected with. So it's not just a job, because that's what, I could have gone anywhere and be hired, do a job, and come back home and then just keep on with my life. But now I'm here, and it's actually life-giving, and it's both life-giving and also it's hard because you help a lot of people and then you can't help them with everything.
I don't know that I have ever fallen in love with a person to the degree that I fell in love with Mom. It was the way people treated each other here. It wasn't like a job to the employees. It was, and the unity. And when I first volunteered, I would tell them as I left, this is the best day of my week, because it really was. I was just full of gratitude. I would leave in the morning to come in or go home and open my door and just think, I am so blessed.
We have an amazing staff. I mean,
You do.
yeah, we have a very lucky community to have each other. Never thought I'd end up in this role, but very blessed. So I can see how all the other stuff I've done has made it a perfect fit. Want to make sure that the most vulnerable that are in our community are taken care of, and that there are resources, and that they entrust us with that. And that is just, that's huge. And then too, just it's humbling and awe of sometimes of our clients to be able to open up and share the way they do.
I don't feel bad now calling up if I need help. I hope I can say this, but that's how I felt I've been brought here by him. I've been given this opportunity, to use your services, and I know where it comes from, so somebody's watching out for me, if you don't mind me saying that.
It's wonderful helping people every single day. It's absolutely a dream to do that, and just to see our customers come in and they're so thankful and they're willing to give back. Not all of us have much, and it's just a circle that goes around, and it's absolutely amazing. We have one of the best communities, and I love being part of this job and being able to watch helping people's lives and our community grow. And with COVID, it's been so crazy, but I am so shocked on how everyone is here for each other, and they're supportive. And during this crazy time, we could all be grumpy, but not around here. Everyone's been really nice and supportive, and very happy.